The BLAIS's house.
A wintry atmosphere surrounded the house. The soundlessness of the area suggested it was empty.
Unlock. So we're gonna find some keys.
When finding a boot, one wonders what became of the foot.
Huh. Oh, I can't really push the swing, huh? Full of creeper. Okay. So they have 2 wood piles? 3 wood piles. Chopped a lot of wood. Maybe they're woodchucks. Oh, what's this?
A key. What could it be for? The
Oh,
gun
hell.
shed? Carl couldn't reach it with his arm alone, but he had more than a few tricks up his sleeve to pick it up.
Oh, yeah. I will take that, thank you. It's all doesn't work. I've been finding a ton of flares. Assuming there's a flare gun at some point. Do I need a 3rd hammer? Looks like the fire is already burning, okay.
The key, which seemed to be meant for a padlock, bore an inscription reading Cloutier et Fils. A company name. Better keep an eye open. Businesses weren't exactly numerous around these parts.
Going right at a time packing.
Money in a jar. What a shame. Carl would have loved cookies.
I'm not gonna lie, I would love some cookies too. Somebody likes hockey.
A pay stub for some undoubtedly harsh lumberjack work. Alexandre Blais felled trees and chopped woods for Cloutier et Fils.
So there's a business around here, lumberyard.
The spirograph amused Carl. It was a nice modern toy, aside from being repetitive by nature and completely useless. Still, it found its way into many Quebecois homes.
That's interesting. Not Quebecian, is Quebecois. Huh. I'm today days old.
The picture had been taken inside the house. It was the same wallpaper. Judging by the smiles, nobody suspected the impending misfortunes. Little Martin Blais with a family member. There was some resemblance between them, and Carl took note of the sense of bonding and pride they projected.
Please excuse my handwriting. I'm in a hurry. I have to leave for North Maniston with Mom and Mrs. Roy. As they is far teenagers around here these days. I don't know much about what's going on, but Mom won't tell me anything in an attempt to reassure me. But all I know is she has the exact same expression as her face. That's when I startle her. Dad and Mr. Roy aren't coming because they've gone to get Mr. LaChance. They're real heroes. My grandmother lives in the very big house, though. I miss him. You'd be welcome there. Hey. Seems to be every mirror is busted for some reason. Something or someone doesn't like the way they look. The light bulb is... tells me I was supposed to go this way first before I went across the lake to the dock and all that. An article. On a copper mine. Evidence, is that supposed to be like Clue? Oh, the monster. Impossible creation for mechanical drawing toy.
A window left open in that weather? Perhaps something had to be watched.
He's coming. Look. Only tormented mind smoke in bed? Did I knock something over? I know I locked the door. And I shut this. And I took the stake out of there, so... whatever. Oh, I didn't know where I'm going next. So we need to go up the road. Now, did we go all the way? Wow, did we go all the way up to Hamilton, or do we take the hiking trails? And then there's that. I imagine the hiking trails will. We can always go. We can always go all the way up to Hamilton, and then take the hiking trails back.
The track was fresh. That meant the car sunk down just a little while ago. Now where the hell could the passengers possibly have gone? There was only void where the road should be. Carl hated dead ends. He felt trapped. It was as if the road had drowned in the lake. He would have to find help by another route.
I have to take that. There's no choice. That's interesting.
Carl was becoming increasingly convinced that this was not normal hunting. The game that was being tracked was fearsome, so much so that the hunter didn't dare approach it. What could it be?
I figure this would probably be better if this was in the daytime. Wait. Ranger man. I guess the blue ice is supposed to be pointing me the way. Oh, it's all wolf feet. Interesting. Oh
Carl
no!
knew why he was suddenly shivering. He was going back to the realm of visions. Carl had no issue recognizing the spirit-like figures, but he couldn't figure out what they wanted from him. The phantom, freed of reality's shackles, vanished in the forest. Earlier, Carl had witnessed a tragedy that befell it. Another phantom disappeared in the wilderness. Carl had seen what happened to it too. A third phantom gently faded away. Carl noticed that as the cursed villagers finally left reality, he could feel a sense of unburdening exuding from them in an almost intimate way.
Well,
The last phantom, lost in solitude up until now, joined the others in the forest's darkness, free at last to enjoy an eternal, well-deserved slumber. Carl was only beginning to understand the horror which had struck his village. He understood that the dead were piling up and that he couldn't help them by himself. The road was clear for him. He needed to push further north, and fast, to find help.
So I'm assuming that this wouldn't have been as well had, I guess I wouldn't have gotten that had I not done the other visions. Am I off path? No? I'm still on path. Oh, you know what? I wonder if, because this is a key, I wonder if it wouldn't let you through if you didn't get the 4 visions. Interesting. And creepy. And.
Another diary. Carl felt like someone was trying to communicate with him. Or was it simply the result of happenstance?
Now I'm glad I put all those logs in here. What? Oh, I picked up those stupid bottles. The beast has outwitted me. It is aware. Reader? Find all documents? Okay. It is aware that in all of its weaknesses. Before I started creating a wall. Great advice, you know what's up. The beast did not want me to be disturbed. I have found a way. It is my destiny to stop it. Okay. It is progressing fast, not stopping even for a moment. What is the beast feeding on? Hate, cold, fear. Elder spoke of the Wendigo. Found something about a Wendigo. So I think so there's a monster causing this. Right. They said it would never return. No warrior said it would invoke it. Elders are wrong. The Wendigo comes with a great spirit. It appears full of hate and with a great thirst for vengeance. The beast is tracking, blinded by hate, frustrated. My bolt missed it. It screamed. Thought I could hear his voice behind the building, the warrior's voice. Really the beast running from me, or man-made a prisoner inside? It's tracking 2 unfortunate white people. Nice. Already doomed. It smelled them. Let's move. Okay. Ah! Did we take a picture of that thing?
Right until that point, Carl had believed that the object of this crossbow hunting had been a ravenous wolf who was terrorizing the village. But as he noticed the height at which the bolts had been fired, he concluded that the beast had to have been as tall as a man on his feet, not unlike a gorilla. The thought was chilling. Carl had found what he was looking for. He needed to get back on the road.
Really? Hell yeah! Now we're talking. Why do you turn the flashlight off? Oh. Interesting.
Carl reckoned that the place was still inhabited less than 24 hours ago. His detective sense tingled, revealing to him, or was it the strong smell of wilderness in the air, that there were most likely 2 men. There should be a rifle hanging there. Its owner may not be very far. 2 blankets. There were doubtless 2 people here, Carl reckoned. The jacket was still soaking wet. The poor man had, surely unwillingly, had a taste of the pond's water not too long ago. According to the pay stub, that poor man was Alexandre BLAIS.
BLAIS. Here. What? Oh.
Pierre the poacher BLAIS was definitely not the one who lived here. Indeed, Carl learned earlier that the man had recently been shredded to death by, allegedly, beasts.
Hmm. Oh. Oh, I didn't see anything in the other tower. Oh, what's this? There's nothing. Interesting. This one actually had something. And that was a box like that that I couldn't get to on the back of that. I guess it was a cart or a sled. It would let me get to it for some reason. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to look at the map. Make sure I'm headed the right way. Okay. Yeah, it looks like I am. Wow. This is gonna be a long trip. Hmm. Oh, what? What was that? Why is a ghost dog after me? What's that? I don't know. A lot of crisscrossing going on here. Look like a fire.
Seems like the elements showed mercy to those nice and
Solid planks. So I need one hammer.
looking planks. It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore. The door was locked.
Really? What's the point of having a cabin if I can't get into the cabin? I'm screwed. Looks like I'm about to die. And let's look at the, yeah, rather than the map, thanks. This all just feels so damn random.
Cold turned into pain. Carl needed to find someplace warm.
I'm sure it'll reload me back to somewhere else. Come on, doggo. Jesus. Well, it won't matter. I'm about to die, so. Because, I can't get in that stupid cabin. Lame. Oh, well, what? Oh my god. It's like playing the game in the dark. Okay, don't worry to go where you're going. Because it was in here. Well, I think this is where I'm gonna stop because I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. So, okay.